League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Arkansas Travelers and the Springfield Cardinals. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Michael Lee, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So here is Luis Liberato, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Arkansas, the left fielder, Luis Liberato.
Here we go, guys. Let's go. Hey, we got no outs.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Joe Rizzo. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Let's go right here.
Liberato aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out. So next to bat will be Connor Lean. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 0-1 the count. As a look, now the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, roll it up here.
Hit in the air to center field. Marquez has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first down. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Digging in next, Jack Larson comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. A ball and no strikes. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Up next, Jansen Whitty is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
The batter will be Rory McCann. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Arkansas leads this thing 1-0.
3. Hey now.
All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Keon Davis. Line to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Got it. No runner. No runner.
So now to the plate, Cody Shepard. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Cody Shepard.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Davis on at first, nobody out. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
High in the air out to center field. Marquez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Luis Liberato. He singled in his first AB. No balls and 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Torres is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now it'll be Joe Rizzo. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Here's a pop-up now, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Rounded to the right. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
At the plate now, Connor Lean, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
2 down now.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swinging a soft liner, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Travelers lead it 1-0.
That hit him. He's got first. 4-4. Take the base.
And now here is Jack Larson. He hit a sac fly earlier.
The designated hitter.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line, and gone for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Hey, we got no one. Plays it first now.
Stepping in now, Jansen Whitty. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Weak grounder back to the mound. throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And now it'll be the catcher, Rory McCann. Wow, the throw pulls him off the bag. Next to dig in, Mike Ahmed. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff.
Balls up, balls
this
up.
guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he will make the play, and an important one it was, as those runners will have to hold now with one away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Keon Davis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Whitty on second. McCann at first. One gone. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Grounded to third. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. That's how you roll it. 5-4-3. A double play sends us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Cody Shepard, and he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
To the plate now, Luis Liberado, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Left fielder coming in. He can't get there as it falls in.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy's able to put bat on baseball and find a way to hit a soft liner to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Ground ball left side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. And now in the box, Connor Lean. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. Torres is right there as he takes it for the second out. Next to hit is Jack Larson, runner in scoring position with Sugan. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Into the box, Jansen Whitty, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Ripped down the line. This will get foul for strike 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, I don't know if he has a blister or some kind of mechanical glitch right now, but anytime you hit 2 batters in one game, let alone an inning, you're in trouble. We'll see if he can dial it back in before he hits another guy.
Rory McCann is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Even though we're still in the early going,
the 2-0. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And that'll be a painful run batted in.
these guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Garrett Williams answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for.
That's ball four. He's out. Ball four. Extra base. You're out. He's out. You're out. Three. He's out. Three. You're out. Out. He's out. You're out. Three. He's out. Out. Three. Out. You're out. Three. He's out. Three. Three. Out.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a four-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Arkansas Travelers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jack Anderson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Michael Lee couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the AA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.